about the meaning of May Week.
We're going live on Facebook.
Thank you so much, Edwina, for that greetings. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Yolanda Scott, and I am the proud president of the Staten Island Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. It is my pleasure to bring greetings and welcome you to this evening's poetry night hosted by our own Lady J and Josie T on the ones and twos for our third of the free virtual May Week activities. We offered these activities to inform, educate, and tonight entertain our community. Staten Island Alumni Chapter, one of the 1,061 chapters of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, has been providing community service programming during our annual May Week events since the chartering of our chapter on January 20th, 1996. 25 years later, SIAC remains dedicated to serve the Staten Island community with fostering public service projects and raising funds throughout fundraising events, which allows us to continue to offer and provide deserving Staten Island students our scholarships of the Melody Scott DeCure and Teresa A. Galashaw. We thank you in advance for your consideration to donate and help out our young adults. We have a few different ways to donate, and the link and website will be placed in our chat this evening for your convenience and consideration. I hope you will sit back and enjoy this evening. But before I go, let me just announce a few upcoming events that we have for SIAC. On Sunday, May 16th at 3 p.m., our virtual scholarship celebration, Continuing the Legacy, a video tribute to 25 years of scholarship. And on June 6th, High Tea with the Deltas. All of these activities and more can be found on our various social media platforms, as well as logging on to our chapter's website of www.dstsilumni.org. Thank you to our special guest this evening. We are looking forward to your unique and exquisite talents that you are going to bring forth to us this evening. Also, thank you to our hardworking chapter members who have made this evening possible. Our Arts and Letters co-chairs, Josephine A.E. Tucker and Jacqueline Lapardo, along with our May Week chair, Edwina Francis Martin, the Arts and Letters, May Week, and our technology committees. Thank you everyone for again joining us this evening. And I now turn the program back over to my sister, Edwina Martin. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, Madam President. I know that you all are not here to hear me tonight, but to hear our amazing performers. So I'm just going to briefly share with you a little bit of the history of May Week. It was created at the Second National Convention of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in 1920 at Wilberforce University. Local chapters began to observe it beginning in 1921. The purpose of May Week is to emphasize the importance of higher education in the community, especially for Black women. A week in May is set aside for programs highlighting academic, cultural, and professional achievement. Our theme for 2021 is appreciating today, planning for tomorrow. And tonight we will definitely be appreciating the day as we delve into the magic of poetry with a night that has been curated by our Arts and Letters co-chairs, Josephine Tucker and Jacqueline Lapardo. They have handles, which they will share with you because I don't want to mess up pronunciation. And so I am turning it over to our amazing team that put tonight's program together. And I hope that you all will enjoy it. I will come back towards the end of the program just to do a little bit of wrap up and talk about our final program for May Week. Thank you.
Greetings all. Just want to welcome you here. Sit back, listen to some poetry, enjoy the music. But before we start that, just want to introduce to you all the fabulous MC for tonight's event, the one, the only, J-Lo Escuelita.
Oh, I like that, Escuelita. Got a new tag name now. Umi says, shine your light on the world. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. We're about to just groove and mellow it out tonight. Thank you to DJ Josie T for that amazing introduction. I was going to groove to the music a little bit longer. It's one of my favorite songs right there. But that's DJ Josie T's specialty. She knows how to set the mode, set the vibe, and that's why we're here tonight, our second annual poetry night. We're so blessed that you've decided to take some time to spend with us tonight. And what we always strive to do is to give you an atmosphere where you could just come, relax, kick back, and let your soul be filled by the artists that you're going to hear from, the experiences that they're going to share, and just the great soul food that they're going to provide. So we really hope that you are ready, because you are again in for a special treat. So again, big shout outs to my DJ Josie T, who's also my co-chair of the Arts and Letters Committee. And I have a few names, like our Madam President said. I'm Lady J, also known as J-Lo Esquisite, also now known as J-Lo Esquelita. Wait, J-Lo Esquizalita, right, Josie?
Yes, that keeps you young. That keeps you young, sis. That means that keeps you young.
I'm with it. You know, that's all that matters, is to keep young and fresh. So again, we're so thankful that you're tuned in with us. We've got a really, really great program lineup for you tonight. And so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, before we do that, again, we're here to vibe out. We want you to mellow, relax, unwind, ease your mind. There's a lot of stress that we go through in a regular day. And then we've been in an upheaval and dealing with pandemic stress, all kinds of economic stress, racial stress, every kind of stress you could think of. But tonight is for us to just chill out, relax. But when the artists are performing and when they're done and they have filled you and moved you and brought you to a level where you could really ease and wind like you want to, we're going to show our appreciation by finger snaps. Okay, so everybody who's watching on Zoom, if you're on Facebook Live or any of the other platforms where we are actually broadcasting live from, we want you to give it up for the artists. Let's show them major love. Also, throughout the night, all of our chat rooms are open. So if you feel something that somebody says that moves you, it touches your spirit, share it in the chat on Zoom, Facebook Live. Let's all get into the vibe. Let's all connect and align as we go through this event, as we go through tonight. So family, we are completely blessed to have as our first artist. I mean, what can I say? He's not only a poet, but he's a poet that is across the pond and has made time for us all the way over here in Staten Island, NYC. He is none other than Solo Man the Wizard. Spoken word devotees across the UK and Europe have come to know Kai Larasi as Solo Man the Wizard. It's a fitting moniker for a seasoned performer who constantly captivates audiences with spellbinding wordplay, potent poetics, and staff-carrying charisma. A respected flow poet and regular performer at the seminal spoken word event Flow Vortex, Solo Man has long ignited stages across London, mixing it up at Chocolate Poetry Club, mental health mecca Mind Over Matter, as well as Poetclopedia, where he earned the title the Poet's Dictionary Defining Artist. The Wizard of Many Names has been published in Words By, an anthology put together by UNICEF to raise money for the Children's Emergency Fund, had his booming baritone put to good use as a voiceover artist, and had his presence requested at the Tower of London, where he was commissioned by historic royal palaces to stir spirits and bring hidden histories to life for live and digital audiences. Solo Man always imbues his art with powerful messages, purposeful narratives, and a desire to spread love. Blessed with wisdom that belies his years, he has developed a knack for spinning words into worlds and scribing verses that traverse time. You do well to make the time to attend a show and witness a wizard at work. Well, we are blessed tonight to be in the presence of this wizard and to see him and feel him at work. So please get your snaps going and give it up for Solo Man the Wizard.
Mothers crying for their young, swallowed up by the sea. This poem shall say nothing new. This poem shall speak of time, time unlimited, time undefined. This poem shall call names, names like Lumumba, Kenyatta, Nkrumah, Hannibal, Akhenaton, Malcolm, Garvey, Haile Selassie. This poem is vexed about apartheid, racism, fascism, the Ku Klux Klan, riots in Brixton, Atlanta, Jim Jones. This poem is revolting against first world, second world, third world, division, man-made decision. This poem is no secret. This poem shall be called boring, stupid, senseless. This poem is watching you trying to make sense from this poem. This poem is messing up your brains, making you want to stop listening to this poem. But you shall not stop listening to this poem. You need to know what will be said next in this poem. This poem shall disappoint you because this poem is to be continued in your mind, in your mind, in your mind, in your mind.
Greetings in the name of the ancestors we ascend to and from. I am Flow Poet Solomon the Wizard. And because love is my passion and purpose, I will be performing a number of love poems for you. The first one is called Call Us By Our Names. You love how I use words, change verbs to nouns. We are the constant state of movement found in whatever unit measures the love found between each syllable of our true fits. A true kiss that sparks a resurgence of magic from eons beyond the conception of our frames. Our names etched into the grimoires of ancient dreamers, seers floating on the cusp of us and our happily ever after, watching as my lips caress the sacred sounds that craft spellbinding poetry. I know it's the cosmic calculations of numbers and signs that align the time so we synchronize when we arrive on this mortal plane. Flame of my flame, we dance to the harmonies of heat and air. Fueled by the beats of our hearts, we hear symphonies attempt to emulate the euphoria of our soul's orchestration, while united in our lover's embrace, contemplating how they can so confidently wander the drumline between inspiration and heartless appropriation, the greatest imitations of our lover's quill, feigning real love with disguises, the shrill homages that comprise of words that pierce ear but provide no jewelry for the souls of those who can recall the frontiers, the pioneers of passion, those with wall-less eyes not seeing courtship of fashion. Trends can never really blend the delicates and finer reeds with the costumes and heirlooms of finer weaves. We've seen it all, from our union in the moonlit cave behind the waterfall, where the flames of our love are the only heat in these walls, to that night where we slow danced at our masquerade ball, praying for just one night that the moon wouldn't fall, typifying the earth we orbited the whole, spinning and twirling on our axis, ignoring fate's call. Call us by our names, we are love, uninhibited, undenying, unconditional, undying, enticing are the soulful sounds of the soul survivors. So full of life there's songs of our souls scored into lovers' rock, steady medleys of the notes we shared, snared in the reeds adorned at the peak, a wreath in honor of our memory, our melody echoes on the breeze, so to speak. So to speak of our lovers anything but enchanting, while chanting our name pains the wind, for it sings of us with every whistle and rustle, as the trees leaves shuffle to the bass and treble of our duet. Never forget, even when the drums signal our arrival on Zion's shores, know that we are love and we exist forevermore. Thank you. That was the first piece. Whew. I can shake off the nerves a little bit. The second piece I will be performing for you is called Our Ink. It's a bit of a saucy poem, but still classy. So.
You say you want me love to the best time, oh, you tell me say you don't want to waste time, oh, you say the other girls have to stand in line, oh, you tell me say
So, Our Ink. Our ink is molten stardust, forming starscapes onto parchments of melanin, with everything in balance. We found medicine in language, rewriting any damage into stanzas of our own creation. We chose creation, so our carefully crafted chapters capture cosmic raptures. We're wrapped up in each other's sheets, so this speech becomes our story, bound proudly by our mattress. Our tantras denote every quote from this pillow poem, pneumatic flowing, the art of knowing when to full stop or ... and keep going, she pleads, pleads. Let no page go untouched by the poetry. Write your lines to rhyme with every inch of this temple while we wrestle with unspoken words and nestle at the curves of this vessel. Candles sweat from the heat of this moment, smoking and head nodding to the truths that are spoken in times of yearning, learning about fire in passionate forms, discerning that desire can be happiness warmed by those who are first warmed by the flames of love, and are courageous enough not to recoil from its touch, my soul. Let your initial etchings introduce the right way to seduce our bountiful blessings, blending the intimacy of our text to form lexical sets that explore the intricacies of our sexual encounters. Let your fountain pen our forward inscriptions, making clear our positions to one another. Poetic lover, phonetic wonder, a stutter is no blunder when being perused by you. Utter my true name, we do not pursue fame. Rain away the imprint of my pseudonym and claim your right to view the blueprint made with passages fashioned with intersecting lines designed to remind you of our connected rides. Empress divine, light incense to commence this ceremony of bliss. Let every syllable that passes over lips be a prayerful kiss to acknowledge a miracle of this fantasy. Your Majesty, this is an ode to the way we love. The way a sonnet will never be enough to convey my displays of affection. How a collection of masterpieces won't even accurately portray the depths of this synergy. How vividly the imagery of our infinitely interwoven chosen voyage has me joyous in anticipation of every moment lived. The coming of our princess and prince, a legacy authored by an empress and king. Thank you, that was Our Ink. Can I just get a time check? How much longer do I have?
If you have one more, Mr. Wizard, we will take it.
Okay, I do have one more.
We're snapping it up for those two, and then I'm gonna come back and snap it up after.
it's your time. You say make her hold tight. Now she said you want give me the African waist like Tiwa. She want give me that work like Rihanna.
So this piece is a new piece and it's called Solo's Arc. Yes. I rediscover love between the fleeting beating of your heart. Rediscover this moment in our arc is land in a vast itinerant ocean, floating on recurrent dreams and mysteries. We picture seeds, pockets of passion as victory, as we exist to free, to be vessels of liberation. A declaration of the revolutionary that emancipation is waiting beyond the third. Observe through the door to the fourth, be purged, cleanse, extend our lens to the source, suspend the flaws we're caught in, divorcing confinement, consorting with the timeless essence of your highness, remind us that love has no bounds, confounds the most profound pernicious precepts of death. My soul leapt at the prospect of subverting the premise of those vows as a loud resound that the end will be found in the plains of our ancestors. Scepters raised aloft and scimitars sheathed, our speech sanguine and steeped in a remedial entangling of fest and feast, our chest a djembe that beats in rhythm with the pulsing of the green, our feet grasping our Elysian peace, bonding once more with the roots beneath, the breeze sinking our breath with the trees. Belief is only the beginning. with our flames singing the hallowed harmonies of our twinning, spinning double helix, the remix genetic code from poetic prose to poetry, the potency of our healing, revealing past inhibitions, the sincerity of our contrition. Forgiveness is no easy burden to carry, but we are learning to marry discord with euphony, to communicate truthfully the lingering scars and webs from the past that cast heavy nets over heads, all necessarily shed between this life and the next. May we be blessed with peace. May we reap the fruits of our seeds and repeat these spirals of growth and freedom as we chose to be vessels of love and liberation, no matter the season. Thank you.
Woo, woo. Spinning words into worlds and sending all of that love from London. We felt it all. Thank you so much. Solo Man the Wizard. Everybody, give that love right back. Thank you. You have blessed us. You filled us. And when you said Empress, Divine, and Your Majesty, I did a little extra snap.
I saw.
I know that was for me and all the queens in the house tonight. So we appreciate you, King. Thank you so much for your energy and for your love. You have truly blessed us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
DJ Josie T, come give us some tunes while we keep this flow going. Oh man, those grooves, DJ Josie T, she knows how to do it for us. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Solo Man the Wizard put the magic in the air, and we are ready to move on and keep that magic flowing. And let me tell you, you are in for a treat, everyone, with our next performer who is coming up now. Again, our soror, Edwina Martin, gave you the history behind May Week, and we all know that this is a Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated event. Well, we have coming up next a Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated fabulous, devastating member who's going to be sharing her love through her poetry. We have none other than Miss Tora S. Waynick from New Jersey. Okay, she is a graduate of Rutgers University. She has her MSW and serves as a state administrator. And she is a very proud member of the fine, devastating sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And she is a proud charter member of Staten Island Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in the house. Ooh, you know I gotta throw that in there. All right, now, her poet name is 3D, which means Divine Delta Diva. And her passion for poetry is her spirit guide to self-awareness and soothing calmness from within. So what she's going to do tonight is read a few selections from her very own Moody Moments collections. Everyone, let's snap it up and give it up for 3D, Tora S. Waynick. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Closer to my dream. I'm getting higher.
Thank you. Hope everyone can you hear me? Thank you. Wonderful having to follow Solo the Wizard Man because he set the tone. He definitely got the jitters off me, and what he shared was just so moving. So I feel very inspired. So I'm just gonna share just about three. Three is my number, the Holy Trinity. That was my line number 2. So I do everything in threes. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna share 3 selections for you. The first one is free to be me. Living, loving, life is my destiny. And I am thrusted forward into a whirlwind of exuberant, euphoric ecstasy. Just high on the notion that I am free to be me. And that is so special because there is absolutely, absolutely no one and nothing even close to what I am. The Almighty above is an artistic genius. Amen. Feels good. Thank you. My Sands, Josephine is my Sands, and she knows how to work. It's an 88 thing. So my next selection is Ready, Set, Go. I stay on Ready, Set, Go, never quite knowing where exactly I will end up. When things are so fast-paced and moving at the speed of light, the blurred visions are too distorted to quite make out, and it's just dizzying sometimes. Now I want to get off, to slow down, to take in all of the goodness, because that is the magic to all of this, really. Namaste.
Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm taking my freedom, pulling it off the shelf, putting it on my chain, wearing it around my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go. It won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden.
Golden, 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 golden. Thank you, Stan. My last selection I will read from my collection of moody moments is entitled At War with No One. So you're black, white, yellow, red, rainbow. Oh, you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, atheist. I refuse to bow down to the differences that are not significant, but to be a nurturing, caring human being who manifests love and peace, because I am at war with no one. Ashe.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, yeah, Josie. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
First of all, family, this 3D diva does things in threes. So let's give her 3 snaps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. You set the place on fire. You manifested so much for us in those sharings that you did. Thank you so much, Soror. You set this place on fire and you have kept the magic flowing. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful program. God bless you, Soros, and everybody that's here. Let's enjoy
Oh,
it.
yes. And our fabulous charter founder member of Staten Island Alumni Chapter, your presence alone has really graced us. So we thank you again. Family, let's really snap it up for the one and only Tori Bennett. Yes. Josie T. Because just like our 3D diva said, she's manifesting love. So the love started flowing from Solo Man the Wizard. It kept on going with our 3D poet. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it vibing. We're not at war. We're in love right now. We're kicked back. We're laid back. We're vibing out. We're connecting. We're aligning. We're in tune, we're vibrating, and we're elevating. And it's just so important to take time out, to step back and to breeze out and to get this kind of energy flowing in your system. So again, we thank you all for tuning in and allowing us the opportunity to make this kind of time and to create this kind of space for you. And we thank you again to all of our poets who are sharing and providing the energy in this space tonight. Next up, well, let me just say, I had the privilege of meeting this brother the other day on a Zoom meeting, and I was just blown away. And when I realized that he was one of our artists in the event tonight, I said, well, it makes sense. He's a young brother right here from Staten Island, New York, Shaolin Al, baby, okay? One of Shaolin's finest coming up. And what I found very special about this brother is that he lives in Ujima, collective work and responsibility. When he was talking the other day, it was all about his network, and he can provide this, and he's got this person that he can bring to the table, and bringing to the table, and what he can do, and artists that he could pull in, and resources and equipment. I mean, he lives in the principle of collective work and responsibility. And he spoke about it with such ease, like it was nothing. It just flowed right off of him. So it makes sense that he'd be here tonight to just flow into our lives and to keep that thought of collectiveness going. And so, family, I am so proud and blessed to present to you our next performer. Everybody snap it up for Shaolin Island's very own Varda. Let's go.
So it's a south before my nigga Core bailed me out. To get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. I'm doing die like best stars, see the red sky out the window of the red eye, let the lead flies, keep rap shit, living the lead down.
I'm almost like the brand new.
I jumped up, feeling my highs, and my lows, and my soul, and my goals, just to stop smoking and stop drinking. But I've been thinking, I got my reasons just to get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by.
Yeah, I really I appreciate the dance party, the introduction, that song specifically just made my day. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you so much, Jackson. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with my introduction or the past performers, but I hope that but I hope you guys stick with me on this. See what just stick with me on this, and yeah, honestly, I'm really happy to be doing this. It's actually been a little while since honestly, I think since COVID, this might be my first like poetry performance, and it's been a little while. So I really appreciate you guys, because poetry is what started my hip hop career and my community engagement all in one. So I have a poem. I titled it "A Dream or Two," and literally, it's literally just about me growing up, falling in love with my community, and just kind of hoping others would do the same. So I hope this kind of resonates with somebody out there. All right, so I have a dream or two. Not exactly sure what it will mean to you, but I promise that I would see it through. I like to be the push that my friends didn't receive in school. There are people taking good lives just to get some decent food. Youngins on a new rise, the music makes them think it's cool. Gangsters want to rule the world. Some police don't think they need the rules, which leaves our real heroes treated cruel. Since the media just seems to be confused, I'll share my views from me to you. So many worlds in this one planet. So many cultures in one city. So many traditions on one block. I am proud of my roots. The pride from others in tune with their own is what makes us whole. The fact that some may feel that would be wrong is what keeps us strong. Same roots from the same soil, life under the same sun, love under the same moon, dreams towards the same stars. The children in our worlds are scared, becoming more aware and less prepared. But I see the fire in our young leaders. 3 lines from a guest speaker and they can be inspired to be the next feature. I dream to influence their story, for the color of their skin to be less important when it comes to supporting a real change. There will always be mixed emotions about our presidents, but we are still the kings and the queens of our residents. I've let the pain and tears from my community influence me. I recall the days I was just a child with a message, one that was protected by my many efforts to be heard. A king named Martin taught me the powers of words and dreams, and what his dream did for our words will always mean the world to me, because I too dream of peace, for a platform to speak, so I can reach the people, to show that our souls are what makes us equal, and our light is what breaks through these evils. And here I am, another bright light shining from this dark man. So many worlds in this one planet, so many colors in this one room. I have a dream or two, a dream that wouldn't come true without people like you. Thank you, I appreciate y'all. I hope the red, I was trying to get the red going with the.
Is my king, is my one.
Thank you. I'll also be performing May 16th in celebration. That's a little more hip hop. Thank you, the comments.
Exactly. You saw that the red is fire, right?
Relax on the 16th, so please tune in. Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Everybody, let's snap it up. Snap it up for Shaolin. Oh, William Starter Perry. First of all, let's let the music play a little bit.
I love you.
Oh, okay.
I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my brother, strong brother. There is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. He's misunderstood. Some say that he's up to no good around the neighborhood. Well, for your information,
A lot of my brothers got
education. Hey, what?
Wall Street brother, you blue collar brother, you down for whatever, chilling on the corner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, brother, and to everyone,
It's for you, for you.
You know that Angie loves you, but my black brother, I love you. Never try. No.
Oh, yes, yes. Josie T, you have the right song for the right time in the right millisecond. Like, you just never disappoint. And to our brother Starter, let me just say this. You completely lived up to and surpassed whatever little intro I said about you. You told everybody and you showed everybody just what I was saying, how collectively you move and the collectiveness of you. And you know, just to hear how you shared and flowed and talked about, you know, your roots, your block, pushing others, you know, your inspiration, you know, a few words, 3 words from a speaker could influence somebody to be a feature. Yeah. Listen, you really, we must snap it up for you. And of course, you did the red light, and you know
I had to make sure.
The red, so
you know, come on now. I ain't mad at y'all.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
I just want to respect. Hold on. I was kind of doing more the Rockefeller. I ain't gonna hold you. I was trying to bring the G in. Yeah, that was my.
You look. The red light was enough. The red light was so enough. I love you for staying. You got it going, family. So I just have to thank Brother Starter again. And like he said, he's performing May 16th. If you want more information, follow up with one of the members of Staten Island Alumni Chapter. We love you, Brother Poet Starter. Thank you so much for blessing us. Josie T, come on and vibe us out a few more minutes before we get into our next poet.
I want you to know that I'm here for you. My brother, strong brother. There is no one other. I want you to know that I'm here for you. Only you.
Yes. OMG. First of all, can we please continue to snap it up for all of our poets? I mean, the vibe, the energy is flowing in magical ways. And I know that because I see the comments in the chat. I'm getting text messages. I'm trying to, you know, get the vibe from the text messages. People are just saying, thank you. This is necessary. It's needed. And they're right. It's just an amazing time when we can come together and share. And we thank you for putting yourselves in position, artists, to share, you know, to be vulnerable and allow us to experience your vulnerability. We do not take that for granted. We treasure it, we respect and honor it. And we just want you to know that we feel all of what you are sharing and all the energy that you have put into coming to this night, coming to this moment to bless us with. So thank you so much again. Yes, 3D, Tora S. Waynick, your sands is the truth. DJ Josie T, I just have to say for a minute before we go on. Go ahead, Josie T, do it. On that note, oh my goodness, Josie T she's in connection with everyone. These songs are not planned out, family. Like, this is just the vibe, the energy, the feel. And so I just have to big up my co-chair. She's my DJ. Go DJ. She's my DJ. The one and only Josie T, who keeps the energy, the vibes. She keeps us mellowed out. She keeps us all in tune. And we just want to say big shout outs and big snaps for Josie T. All right, family, we're keeping it moving. We're on to our next poet. And we have just been elevating from the beginning. And this young lady who's up next certainly will not disappoint. And I'm talking about the one and the only Miss Tammy S. Beal. A very charismatic and caring soul of a divine mind that was born into this world to bless us all with her captive sense of inspiration and loving heart. Born in Staten Island, New York, but raised in what? Los Angeles, California, West Side. Tam I Am Me Always is her brand that derives from I am, spiritual identity. Oh, excuse me, I am, which is a metaphysical meaning that constitutes a spiritual identity. I am is the indwelling highest being of life, love, wisdom, and all of the ideas eternally in the divine mind. A mentor, writer, mother, and lover of life. Get the snaps going, family. Let's snap it up for the one and only Tam I Am Me Always, Tammy S. Beal. Let's go.
It's just the way that it goes. Everything is everything. It's alright. Sometimes the rain, it makes me sad, and it's alright. Some things in the world, they make me mad, and it's alright. In the morning when I see the sun, I know I'm not the only one, and it's alright. It's alright. Hey, wish I had some money to pay my bills.
Hey, thank you, Sister Jackie. Good to see you too. It's been a minute. Thank you, Cousin Joe. And hello, Miss Yolanda, my beautiful. That's what I call Yolanda. Thank you so much, first of all, for really inviting me into this Zoom, this room, and this vibe. This energy is crazy amazing. I apologize for coming in late. I've been kind of going through my little asthma. It's asthma season, so I had to do a treatment today. But thank you again. Jackie, you are really one of the best moderators ever. Cousin Joe, I didn't know that you could DJ like that. You're hired. Oh my God. And thank you for throwing up the W, Jackie. You know how I feel about it. So I'm going to give you two pieces. Really, I do more quoting. And I do a lot of manifesting in what is real, what is love. And I'll just read two. The first one is going to be, all storms are perfect. If you're going through a storm, hold the belief that it is a perfect storm for you to be going through, and that you've been given everything you need to weather the storm. When the chaos subsides, you will experience the truth that is forever true. You are always taken care of, exactly where you need to be, and your efforts are rewarded exactly when they need to be. Remember this truth. Remember this truth the next time a storm is on the horizon, and you will grow wings and be able to fly right over it and towards the calm waters of trust and love. There comes a time in everyone's life when the pain that they are feeling becomes so intense that they have two choices: let the pain win, or decide to change and rise above the pain. Many times we must go through the darkness so that we can find the light within. I think we've all experienced that. When we are distracted by all the external lights in this world, it's easy not to be able to see our own light. We come to the darkness so that we have no choice but to change. This is what spiritual growth is all about. Our goal is not to prevent this moment, but to become strong enough to live and eventually thrive through this moment. Thank you.
I don't understand how we could feel that way when there's earth, air, water, and fire. So many different flowers, sunshine and rain showers. So many different crystals and hills and volcanoes. That's how I know that God is real. All of this is not by chance. That's how I know that God is real. All of this is not by chance. That's how I know that God is real.
Thank you, Joe. I like that. So this next one, I'm going to dedicate it to all of us women and all of us men, because I know that we've all been through some trying times, and when we feel like we just don't have what it is in us to rise above it, it's there. So it's time to rise is what this is called. Rise. Believe in what you dream and live for how your heart is driven, but rise. Cry a pond of endless shedding of those times that truly ached to your core, but rise. Strengthen your posture after you have fallen from being broken by the words you found to be true, only to be defined by the truth, but rise. Stripped of your sanity, your emotions, your unjaded thoughts, but not your dignity, not your word or your power to fight back, but rise. Overlooked, invisible, undesired, as though it may seem, but not seen by the eyes which holds the depths of your sacred essence, viewed by only one whose vision is not dilated, but rise. Rise because you are worthy. Rise because you are beautiful. Rise because you are powerful. Rise because you have been chosen to rise again today, but rise because you can. Thank you.
All right, let's rise, everybody. Let's rise. We're rising together. Yeah. Josie T.
Cause I saw starfish and sponges, fish shaped like trumpets, so many different colors. I stayed out there for hours and
Come on, let's snap it up.
fraction of a
Michelle Lynn and LA's home.
of the deep of the great blue
Miami always. Okay, West Side.
How I know God is real.
I don't know what that one is.
Not by chance. How I know that God is real.
Oh man, talk about rise. Talk about
How I
rise.
know that God is real.
What an elevation.
I know this is not by chance. How I know that God is real.
Josie T, come on now. Hey, my soror Kim Mills just checked in. Oh, soror.
We're made of the same stuff as the moon and stars.
Oh man, we're being blessed tonight. We're being
Salt
blessed
water
tonight.
just like my tears are. You feel me? The sun rises and sets every day without fail. That's how I know that God is real. All of this is not by chance. How I know that God is real. I know this is not by chance. That's how I know that God is real.
Not by chance tonight.
All of this is not by chance. That's how I know that God is real. All of this is not by chance. Earth, air, water, and fire. All of this is not by chance. All of this is not by fire.
Yes, yes. This is not by chance tonight. Oh my goodness. The energy, the love, the ease, the stress-freeness, the freedom, the relaxation, the self-care. It's so present and it's so powerful right now in this space. And it's because we're all here together on purpose. So this is not by chance. And it's because God has allowed us to be here. And so we always give thanks to the Most High for allowing us the opportunity to once again be in a space. And what a way to take a space over And what a way to share that space with all of you beautiful souls who have decided to tune in with us tonight. Thank you again, Tammy. Thank you to all of our artists so far, because you are truly making us elevate and making us rise. So thank you once again. To my DJ, Josie T. Uh-oh. That's my girl right here.
You're trying to get creative with my love, and it's alright, but you try to get a little tricky. Turn my back and then you slip me a Mickey.
You slip me a Mickey. There's Josie T. Hey. Certainly, I got it. Certainly, Josie.
I don't need nobody.
Hey.
The world is yours.
All right. What? You're hired, Josie T. You heard it. All right. She's open for bookings, family. You already know the kind of vibe and energy that she's bringing. So talk to me. I'm a booking agent. What can I say? Yes. Oh, wow. This is really magic. And you know, I don't know how your days were today, but I know my day and some of the days of the sorors who were behind the scenes on this, our days were super crazy, super busy. But you know, what a way to come together and just release and give it all up. So thanks for allowing ourselves to give it up. And thank you everyone for tuning in and giving it up with us. So keeping us in that spirit of release, of rising, and of love. We have another phenom coming to the scene. I mean, something about these Delta women, I don't know. They're just fierce, okay? What can we say? And she is also one of these devastating sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and a member of Staten Island Alumni Chapter. I mean, who could have ever predicted? Yes, we are those ones. We are those women who are all over doing everything and providing everything. And what this sister is going to bring tonight and what she's going to provide tonight is more nourishment for your soul, more good energy, more love, more spirit, more in-tuneness, more connectedness. And so, family, let's get these snaps going and give it up for Staten Island Alumni Chapter's very own Nadia Taylor. Come on, Nadia, and bless the mic.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Where did the love go? 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 Where did the love go?
Hello. Hi, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
sis.
so first let me apologize for not being on camera. This was very last minute as I'm sitting here frantically scrolling through my writings to bring you guys something. So I definitely want to apologize for that. But I'm just gonna jump right in. So first and foremost, I want to actually say that this is a piece that I wrote, and it was reflective of my experiences just as a child and some of my introduction to this wonderful sisterhood and sorority. And I just want to say in reference to, I want to say this, shout outs to Tora and Josie T and all of the wonderful women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated that at a very young age, when I was 12 and 13 years old, still finding myself, They gave me something to look up to and something that I definitely wanted to be when I got older. And here I am now. So the name of this piece is called What It Is, What It Is. It is seeing something for the first time while steady searching for yourself and finally feeling found. It is developing, planting, nurturing, pruning when needed, pulling up when necessary. It is issue meetings where issues get laid out and laid to rest. It is stepping, stomping, pushing, supporting. It is setting the example of Black love, and not as perfection, but as hard work and dedication. It is teaching life lessons and hard truths like either be a fish or a shark. It is sharp. Precision of hands and minds, competitions, victories, winning. It is accepting things you cannot change and loving those you cannot change and pushing through bullshit because love is stronger and bonds are stronger. It isn't secrecy, hierarchy, petty, angry, holding on to decades worth of dumb shit. It isn't wanting to grow, but leading with small thinking, keeping others out just so you can hold on to a power you think you have. It isn't pretending to build someone up in the process of tearing them down. And hear me again, it isn't tearing them down in a process, doing mean things and then wanting things to be cool when it's over. It isn't one leading the charge of nonsense while others sit back and watch. You are complicit, which makes you just as vicious. It isn't gossip, backbiting. It is having the 511 to mind your P's and Q's. It isn't fake. It isn't lukewarm. It is pure. It is loving. It is true. It is true. It is true. Sisterhood. Thank you.
But if he were a song, he'd be a complicated melody, that complicated fellow. I almost cannot sing it on key.
Okay, so I'm gonna change it up just a little bit, and I'll say this. Poetry to me is always about vulnerability. Everything that I write, it comes from literally the deepest places of myself, but I also think that it is cathartic and it is healing. And I'm gonna share something with you guys that I've never shared with anyone. I am, thank God for praying and wishing and fasting and doing the right thing so that you can find a love that God sends you. For those out there that are maybe single and discouraged, please know that pray on it and he always delivers if you're looking for love. But this is something that I wrote about my previous love prior to the wonderful love that I have now. So I'm going to share it with you guys. And like I said, it's about vulnerability in the deepest parts of me. So this is called Like I Want You. So often I sit and think where shit went left, where we left each other emotionally, where shit took a turn dramatically as we frantically try to pick up the pieces of our lives after each other, fill the voids left by one another, nurturing others to stand in where we couldn't stand up and get our shit together, hearts bleeding silently, tears never left to fall freely, for we have to be stronger than our hurt wants us to be. I wish you could see me. Some days are unbearable. I allowed myself to love the first man who let me openly grieve for the love I lost in you. He understands. The days when I turn into myself because the grief still wants to spill over. He doesn't rush me to get over you and over us. And he doesn't make a fuss over me. Keeping the last name of my last love, he understands my silent sighs and helped me the day I cried as you welcomed the baby I couldn't give you. But you left me no choice but to leave you, to set an example for our daughter, to show her her father is human too. But no, I still miss you. And through our heart hurts for all the memories we never got to make, and my soul quakes as I embrace your replacement family, just know, whatever you make new will never quite be me and you. Thank you for letting me share, guys.
Wishing you would
Oh, sis, thank you for sharing. Everybody, snap it up. Snap it up.
don't come, you don't come, you don't say
Nadia Taylor. Oh my
that you miss me.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
And you don't stop
Josie.
on your way by to say hi. I'm feeling It's 5 a.m. and I'm waiting by the phone again. This is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be here with me. But you're gone now, you're just gone now.
Oh, man. First of all, this sister came in at the last minute. She didn't hesitate to say, you know what, I will share. And no apology. We took that right back and right away. It was not necessary. And the comments that you're getting, sis, are incredible because it just was the vulnerabilities that you talked about coming through. And some of the comments, powerful, slay, that was deep, strong piece. I mean, you definitely put us in a place, in a position where there's a lot to consider and there's a lot to reflect on. Unapologetically deep. Yes, yes, ashe, ashe. I mean, what more can you say? She just slayed and tore it up. She lit it up. We got to snap it up, because those two pieces right there. Twisted, okay. Got us twisted, sis. Made us twisted a little bit over here. So we're going to keep this flow going. And before we get into this next performance, we do just want to take a few minutes to share with you that programs like this and, you know, the importance of having programs like this are very much in our sights. We understand the need for it, and we're blessed and honored to bring them and to host them. And the way that we are able to do that is by the support of those who tune in and who continue to support the Staten Island Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. So what we would like you to do is to remain supporters with us. And that's coming out to some of our events, volunteering, doing our charity work. If you have noticed throughout the night, sorors have been putting links in the chat, whether you're in the Zoom chat, whether you're on Facebook Live, where you can go and find out more information on some of the next events coming up for our May Week programs. They have the Linktree link in these chats. There's also a poetry night evaluation link. If you have felt that you've received something from this event tonight, please, we encourage you to go to that link and share your feelings in the evaluation. We also ask too that if you have been moved and if you've been touched, and what these poets have been doing is bringing healing and just bringing something for the soul. If you feel that and you would like to continue to see us in these kinds of positions to keep these kinds of vibes flowing, we encourage you to go to our website, which is DSTSIALUMN, as in Nancy, AE.org. That's DSTSIalumni.org. And make a donation as your heart so feels to do, and support us in that way so that we can continue to do the good works that we do for you, for our community. It's something that we love to do. It's a vow that we made to do when we joined the organization, and it's a relationship. And so we're thankful for you. We're thankful that we're in position to continue to serve and to provide. And we look forward to the continued growth that we have as a community, as people, you know, in the movement together. Josie T, what you vibing with over there? What you playing?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, come close. To mix up in drama, to go outside.
Hey.
To mix up in drama, to free my mind.
Come on now.
Jealous people around me, I need to change my life.
Change it quick.
I just turn colder every time I try. What would I do without you, my Georgie? I don't feel that way with anybody.
Just y'all.
Tell me your secrets, I'm not.
All right. Listen, family. this has really been an amazing time. It's not done yet. We are almost there. And actually, okay, I will confess, we are coming to a close. But if you have been caught up in the rapture of the energy of tonight, then you must know that the close that we are about to bring is just about to blow you all the way away. So let me just give you notice, like a legal disclaimer. I need you to get stationary, okay? If you got your drink, get your drink. Or if you need to stand up because you're just that moved, or the movements have been coming because of the words and they're spinning you into worlds. Listen, get yourselves in position, because what you're about to experience, let's see if you're ready. Family, I am so blessed and honored and emotionally moved to present to you our closer for the night. The one and only. She is called Miss Divine, Asali Devon Ecclesiastes. Asali Devon Ecclesiastes is a mother, daughter, educator, organizer, author, event producer, performance artist, and community servant. Most know her by her many pursuits, but the way this writer knows herself and the world around her is through her exploration of the word. Embedded in the cultural soil of New Orleans and watered by the writings of her literary idols, Kalamu Ya Salam, Sonia Sanchez, and Toni Morrison, Asali has grown to bask in the sun of her literary heritage. From the sages who transformed Pharaoh to God in ancient Kemet, to the spy boys who chant the way clear for big chiefs on Carnival Day. Miss Ecclesiastes excitedly brings her deep roots in New Orleans' indigenous culture to her work as the new executive director of Efforts of Grace and Ashe Cultural Arts Center. Prior to joining Ashe, Miss Ecclesiastes served as Director of Strategic Neighborhood Development for the New Orleans Business Alliance, where she designed equitable development strategies for high-impact neighborhoods, empowering resident leaders and making bold commitments to address entrenched disparities. She became devoted to this mission as the Claiborne Corridor Program Manager for the City of New Orleans Mayor's Office, where she advanced place-based projects and secured funding within 6 priority areas: economic opportunity, cultural preservation, affordable housing, transportation choice and access, environmental sustainability, and safe and healthy neighborhoods. Before her brief life in government, Miss Ecclesiastes worked as Congo Square coordinator for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, artist relations director and empowerment seminars author for Essence Music Festival, and executive producer of Treme 200 Festival, New Orleans Juneteenth Festival, Treme 7th Ward Arts and Cultural Festival, and Akubem Words in Action Festival. She has taught in New Orleans public schools, universities, and prisons, and continues to utilize her spoken and written word as a platform for societal change through art and social justice for all humanity. Asali has toured nationally with the critically acclaimed Swimming Upstream, a play she co-wrote with a cohort of extraordinary NOLA women, exploring life in New Orleans following the post-Katrina flood, and produced by author of The Vagina Monologues, Eve Ensler. The author of 2 TED Talks and chosen as one of the 300 most influential citizens for the city's tricentennial. Miss Ecclesiastes is a 2019 Tulane University Mellon Fellow who counts among her honors President Obama's 2012 Drum Major for Service Award, the New Orleans Mardi Gras Indian Council's 2013 Queen's Scribe Award, and Essence Magazine's 2018 Excellence in Service Award. Miss Ecclesiastes is a graduate of McMain Magnet High School and Vanderbilt University, go Doors, where she earned Bachelor's of Science in English Literature and Secondary Education with minors in Biology and African Diaspora Studies, a program she co-founded at the university with her sisters of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And I'm one of them, and her other sister, Nyree Ramsey, is on tonight. Ooh. As she embraces her new role as Executive Director of Efforts of Grace and the Ashe Cultural Arts Center, Asali holds the wisdom of Zimbabwean author Machona Bulawayo, who proclaims, to help people take strength, to inspire people takes wisdom, to rule over them takes virtue, but to elevate them takes love. The real power of a leader is in the number of minds she can reach, hearts she can touch, souls she can move, and lives she can change. Family, get ready to have your lives changed right now. Transformation in this very moment. I don't want to waste another second. Snap it up for the one and only Miss Asali Devon, Ecclesiastes, my sister, my sorrow, my Neo, my everything, my bestie. I love you. Mom.
So you know that this is my big sister reading that entire bio, okay? Nobody is prouder of me than my soror, my big sister, number 4, epitome, J-Lo, and It's such an honor to be among sorors in this way, nationally. It's such an honor to be among family, right? Particularly at this time. And so, and it's such an honor to be amongst poets, you know, as we've been separated, like we don't get to hear each other and feel each other in the same ways anymore. So this moment is very special to me. And you know, Deltas, we always multitasking. So I didn't know I was gonna be traveling when I did this. So now I'm traveling. And y'all see me outside the brick building, I'm moving around. For my soror Jackie's daughter's graduation from Spelman. I am here, okay, hello. But super excited to look into all of your beautiful faces and, you know, hope that my words can connect with you and give you something in this moment that you need. There are some chasms so deep and so wide. It's hard to imagine how we'd make it safely to the other side. The space between who we are and who we want to be, the gaps that separate our high ideals from our base realities, the raging river between what actually happened and the convenience of our memories, the lies we tell ourselves are lakes, overflowing their banks, flooding our speech with waters caustic and rank. The only bridge is the truth, stretching between me and you as we look one another in the eye. But so often that look is filled with our hesitations, and we can't help but glance to the side. See, we've long ago let go of the language with which we describe our softer parts. We learned early that those with softer hearts suffer. So we allow lean emotion to reign, never noticing that only strain has been the fruit of our restraint. We haven't escaped pain, and our battle scars are far from faint, but yet and still, despite our desire and our willingness to heal, we often find ourselves fighting hard in the paint, holding on to false memories of everything we ain't. So while our dreams coincide, our fears collide, and we want to know one another, but think we can't. The distance between empathy and equity are as unfathomable as the fissures lining our collective integrity. And we spend eternal eternities trying to twist that into virtue. Perhaps you have met one or two of the virtuous on your path. There are only very few. And I know that I have from time to time mistaken pretenders for real, yet still make room for the possibility that it's I who's been pretending. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, because I had a couple of drinks. Bear with me, y'all. I'm still mending, but no longer bending to the will of my injuries, nor my injurers. I much prefer to stretch my arms like newts until I become the sky. I'd rather stretch my tongue with truth, our bridge to cross when we look one another in the eye. But the tongue, like the heart, gets tired. The weak make it hard for the strong to stay inspired, like the lost prevent the found from escaping the mire, and the degraded stop the enlightened from taking us higher. But no matter what you hear from the mouths of these liars, we are one people with one destiny and a common enemy. That's why it really stresses me to see our hearts so tattered, our minds so scattered, our egos so easily flattered. We are enslaved, yet think of our shackles as gifts. Rather than resist our masters, we let them widen our rifts. Like mindless material junkies, we seek that which lowers, not lifts. But somewhere in our midst, there's been a paradigm shift. Justice is getting restless in its chains. Our youth find it useless to separate their souls from their brains. Their integrity is sustained. Whew. Let me call your attention to those who serve as our examples, those who daily give their all, but their reserves are still ample, those who battle friend and foe, yet their hope is never trampled. They make music, never sample, and the words ugly could never cancel the fullness and the sweetness of their composition, nor the unadulterated truth of their mission. It's time we be quiet and listen, close our eyes and pray for the humility and the guidance to follow them to the way. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Hey, Nye, hey, Kim.
Will rekindle me, rekindle the spirit into tomorrow and high on the
Oh, I was watching a Black News channel. Have y'all been watching that? Have y'all seen that? The Black News channel that comes on now. You should really check it out. It's really cool. But they were showing the other day a Cicely Tyson movie that I had never seen about Harriet Tubman. And they call her Moses. If y'all know that, or if you don't, please check it out. It's a 2-part movie. You know, our Soror Cicely. I mean, we know all of the amazing things she did, but I never knew that she represented, you know, who, if she was around, certainly would have been a soror, right? So the first time she returned was for her man. He refused to go with her when she ran, thought her insubordinate for believing she had the right to her freedom. Since he felt he had his, hers could only come between them. Furthermore, his good white folks, they needed him. So he would, of course, stay. But she came back for him anyway, wanted to show him how to turn his love around, but what she found was her replacement in her husband's heart and bed. So she rescued her brothers and sisters instead. They walked with her, they talked with her, they fought with her through rivers and woods and crackers with guns, through cellars, through horseshit, through failing convictions, through 1,258 miles, through injured feet in fear, through unlimited trials. She led them to the home she prepared and told them they were now free, if only they dared to be. Then she turned around a second time and went back for her parents. So when I get tired of being in these trenches, I recall my ancestral mother, Harriet's Queen Araminta Tubman, and her third and fourth times when she dug these ditches, setting up rescue and reconnaissance missions, covert with networks into the true axis of evil, unshackling the ankles and the consciousness of her people. And when I get discouraged by the ignorance, the hatred parading as innocence, the racist ideologies which insist and persist, I recall her 56 times when she showed who had the mastermind for masses' mind, could never fathom her plans for travel, nor her methods of escape. And when I break in my commitment and start acting like I don't know why I was sent, I recall how her 7th, 8th, and 9th times was spent trying to convince imprisoned psyches they were capable of releasing their chains. She said she could have freed thousands more if only we knew we were slaves. That's why when I'm scolded by the scared, or when chumps so weak hump their backs when I speak, start shushing me, looking over their shoulders for the police, I pay homage to her 10th, 11th, and 12th times when snitches and slave catchers both bit her bullet, made a $40,000 bounty her whole card, yet still couldn't pull it, not even during her 13th time when they swore they found her weakness. But since her commitment was only to God and the struggle, her weakness didn't exist, it was only a myth. And for every occasion, when I'm impatient with children, I bring to mind her 14th, 15th, and 16th times when she served as a constant reminder of the motherhood of God, a relentless fighter, her entire being involved fending off starvation and dogs with her bare hands, determined that even if she had to fall, our children could still stand. And for those infrequent days when I'm just feeling lazy, thoughts of her 17th and 18th journeys bombard me, because I know that we who believe in freedom, I mean us, we who believe in freedom, we cannot rest. Our people are in entitled to our best. To offer less is detrimental. We demean ourselves, our past, and our potential. And for those of us who believe the revolution is in our words, well, baby, we just wrong. Most of us don't even have 19 well-crafted poems. We honor not our peers, our elders, nor our ancestors in the craft, spitting like we got a masterpiece when it's just a rough first draft. So when I suppose sometimes that I'll stop writing, thoughts of her 19th journey, they hit me like lightning, because I know I was born to convince y'all. If we can't be serious about anything else, we've got to be serious about fighting.
Ashe, ashe.
Ashe, ashe, thank you. And I have one more for y'all if y'all about it. You know, this is my Delta energy poem if y'all want to hear all of that.
We need it, we need it, let's go.
Okay, thank you. All right. Whew, all right. Let me let y'all know I'm holding space in ATL and these people little parking lot. So I hope you know.
We love it. We love
they
it.
All right.
You're doing it. Bring the energy to everybody. That's right.
All right. So I am Oya, warrior goddess, mother of 9. I fight with buffalo. I dance with fire. I cannot lose. So it is that you choose when you decide to battle with me. And once we meet, there is no retreat, only surrender will set you free. Only surrender will set you free. I walk with beauty on my left side and power on my right, down a path of unparalleled brilliance. I know you feel this. My wisdom is deep rooted, springing from sources eternal. So when I speak to you, know that I'm the portal through which the ancestors make themselves known. I'm the force of persuasion, making your will my own. I'm the river Niger flowing through your soul. I'm flooding your boundaries when you think you've got control. I'm irrepressible. You can harness nor contain me. Only surrender will set you free. Only surrender will set you free. Just ask my first husband, Ogun, God of metals, weapons, tools, God of anger, justice, and violence. When in my presence, even his wrath is silenced, though he provides them with the means by which they catch their prey. I give them the primal urge that makes them want to anyway. So long after I left him, devotees of the God of hunters still call out my name. I possess the magic of Ajay. Some call it witchcraft, but baby, I call it charm. When you fall under my spell, there's no need for alarm. Just ask my second husband, Shango, my soulmate, my lover divine. Thunder is his, but baby, lightning is mine. I point the way and he strikes the blow. I am the power behind the throne, conqueror of my man's fears. Don't bother struggling when you know I'm near. Just acquiesce quietly, because only surrender will set you free. Only surrender will set you free. My playful friskiness is a breeze. My passion's whirlwind, a tornado. While I may be known to anger with ease, I'm also quick to forgive, though. Guardian of the marketplace, always wild, never tame. Maker and breaker of fortune, I wear an exclamation point. What's in my name? I am Oya, warrior goddess, mother of 9. I fight with buffalo. I dance with fire. I cannot lose. So it is that you choose when you decide to battle with me. And once we meet, there is no retreat. Only surrender will set you free. Thank you, my sorors, for helping me to be free every day of my life. Ashe, ashe,
ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, everybody just surrender right now. That's it. Let's give it up.
Now, this is my song right here. She must have knew.
All right, let's let it vibe. Vibe it out, Joey.
Sit back and contemplate. Fresh off the thing, but I'm telling my story. My relationship with my folks is give and take, and I done took so much, not giving my glory.
Yes, yes. This for my queen, Asali Devon Ecclesiastes.
I have a choice to be.
Oh my goodness.
Is left up to me, and my mama them told me.
I gotta hold my head for a second, y'all. Hold on, I gotta hold my head.
I say I have a choice to be who you want to be. It's left up to me, and my mama them told me.
The chat is going crazy. Got me in here hollering. So powerful. Thank you for sharing your beautiful talents. Ashe, ashe. I surrender. Snap, snap, snap. Liberation. Very powerful. Hold your head, J-Lo. Yes, I gotta hold my.
I sacrifice every breath I breathe to make you believe. I give my life away.
All right, I gotta say something. I gotta say something.
Oh Lord, I'm so tired.
Oh, yes. Drop the mic. She killed that. Oh, yeah, definitely. What's your YouTube handle, Miss Divine? Okay, if Fierce was a person, yes. And that is exactly it. Okay, for those who don't know, her line name is Revolution. She's the ace on the 1995 Spring Line 20th Century Renaissance. Her deuce is on here, Nairi Ramsey. And these are both my beautiful Neos who I love and treasure. And you can tell, I mean, just reading, I know all of these things that I was reading about my sister, but I was getting so amped just going through it because I'm like, she's so fierce. So you're right. If fierce was a person, it's a solidly divine Ecclesiastes. And one thing she left off of her bio is that she was also the star performer as the lady in orange for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow was enough. The very first rendition of the play, the first African-American play done at Vanderbilt University in the spring of 1993. I had the pleasure of being Lady in Green and building a bond with my sister during that moment. So I just want to thank you, Sally. First of all, you're traveling for me and you took time for me. But what you've done for me has given many what they needed. And I honor you. You know I love you beyond words.
Well, you know it is fully returned, and I'm so full to be able to be in this space with you and for you, but also for our sorors, you know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, thank y'all for holding this kind of space for the poetry, for the art, and for the movement that those things create.
Definite Ashe. And I was going to say, to even further to that point, what you did, you know, in your words, you know, you elevated us and you gave us exactly what we needed to close out on: strength, the continuation of what we need to go out there in those trenches, to not get tired. You renewed us and you revitalized us and you reminded us that we need to continue on. We have to do it for not just ourselves, but for our children, for the legacy that we stand on. Just going back to our Queen Araminta Harriet Tubman and then closing it out with Oya. I mean, who doesn't have the power to keep going right now? That's what I want to know. Everybody in this room and in this space has got the power. I've got the power. I know, Josie T, you can pull that one out at some point, but thank you, sister. And thank you to all of our artists, because what you have done tonight is you have really blessed and graced every soul who is represented in this space. And what a way to bring us into the next phase of whatever's coming our way. And like you said, Sally, it's been a long time since we've even been in a space where poets have been together, and we will take heed to that. And it's something that we should continue to do as often as possible, because we see the healing powers and we see the energy and the vibes that it gives. It definitely elevates and it's transformational. So listen, guys, I know that I have come to the end of our artists. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna bring it and turn it back over to the one and only, the magic maker, the booty shaker, okay? None other than my DJ, Josie T. And she's gonna do her thing.
Raise your right hand, raise your right hand, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, you swear to tell the truth, you swear to tell the truth, the whole 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 truth, nothing but the truth.
I will answer any questions concerning myself, but it is against my conscience to give names or to inform upon other people, upon other people, upon other people, upon other people.
Ready? place to be. Spinning magically. Oh. Uh-oh. Is this how we bring in the great, devastating soror?
This how we closing it out. This how we closing it out. Back in the day we say.
We got to bring Sister Edwina back in. You vibing. Hey.
Oh, I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh my gosh. I'm rarely speechless, but I'm feeling speechless right now. So I'm going to begin our wrap up with one of my favorite quotes about poetry. Poetry is not only dream and vision, it is the skeleton architecture of our lives. It lays the foundations for a future of change, a bridge across our fears of what has never been before. And that is the incomparable Audre Lorde, who spent many years living on Staten Island in Stapleton. And it really sums up how I'm feeling about tonight, this night of powerful, transformative poetry and incredible music. Thank you so much. Soars J&J, Jackie and Josie, you are amazing, our arts and letters team. And I hope that we continue this tradition for years to come. I really do. I want to thank all of our amazing artists tonight. I want to thank our technology team. We had Sor Brittany Waddy helping us tonight. I want to thank all the Sors who helped, from making flyers to doing postings for us and everything else to make tonight the magical night that it was. And we're just gonna snap for our amazing poets one more time, because they were magical. They brought magic to us tonight. We were in a different realm. We were transported, and it was incredible. I just want to announce we have one more program. It's hard to believe that May Week is drawing to a close, but we have one more program on Sunday at 3. It's going to be a SEAC pop-up red carpet premiere of a tribute to 25 years of our scholarship program, continuing the legacy. You heard started tonight, you got just a touch of him. He is going to be one of the artists that will help us in our celebration on Sunday. We're celebrating our past recipients, the youth of Staten Island, and the rich history of the Staten Island Alumni Chapter on Staten Island and its powerful scholarship program, which has awarded over $26,000 over the years to scholars here on Staten Island to help them in their educational journeys. So here's to educational journey. Here's to getting your outfit together for the pop-up red carpet on Sunday. And I am going to turn it back over to DJ Josie to rock us out.
All right, everybody to the bus stop. Come on, look. Everybody to the electric slide bus stop. Come on, get up.